Yes, beautiful ones, we're talking balancing life, priorities, and trying to keep things going in such a hectic world. Come on, let's go. Let's have this conversation. I am Natasha John-Baptiste, life coach, mentor, peer mentor, and I'm here for you. Have you ever seen one of those guys with those plates? Now, what they do, they have poles, they have these plates and they twirl the plates and try and keep all the plates going at the same time. Sometimes they wibble and then go off, so he's got to go and try and keep them all spinning at the same time. Life can be like that. Us with all them plates having to juggle each and every single one. It could be work, it could be family, it could be education, it could be having time with friends. Whatever our priorities are, do you find that you're always trying to juggle and keep them balanced? Because when things go out of balance, like those plates, when one drops, it's all over. So we want everything to be cuneiform, everything in time, and us getting the full benefit out of being balanced in our home life. So how can we set priorities? How can we prioritize decent work-life balance? The first thing is we need to put everything in its place. So what comes first? Is it our family that might come first? But then if we don't work, then we can't provide for our family. So is it our work that comes first? If I don't look after myself, then my family and my work will suffer. Can you understand the plates? Balancing act, right? So we have to put things into what is priority, what is first, second, third, and so forth. And unfortunately, some things, sometimes if he's got too many plates, something's going to give, something's going to drop, and something's going to be affected. That could be relationships, it could be our boss is angry with us because we're not, putting him first or whatever that. It could be anything. So we need to put everything in perspective, everything in priority. The next thing is all of them have to be addressed. So do you want 10 things that's going to be bogging you down, or are you going to prioritize it down to 5 things that you need to focus on? And those other things, you can get to them every so often if they're not that important. When you have family and you have a work life, sometimes things like your friends might fall to the wayside. Sometimes things like your extended family, you can't spend as much time with them as you'd like to because you have those other priorities. But every so often we can see our friends, every so often we can see our family, it's the put everything into perspective, and we do have to choose. And let's hope that the choices that we make are going to be to the benefit of us and everyone within that circle. Saying no, I've spoken a lot about this on this channel, about it's nothing wrong in saying no, especially if it's going to be to the detriment of work, especially if it's going to be to the detriment of family, and especially if it's going to be to the detriment of ourselves. So again, it's choosing, making the right decisions, choices that work for you as an individual, choices that work for your family, and so on. And primarily focus on what's more important. What is the most important thing? Is your work more important? Is your family more important? Are your friends more important? That's what we have to focus on. Where our focus goes, that is where our energy flows, right? So yes, we've got to work. Yes, some of us may have families, we may have young children that we've got to prioritize and put first. Unfortunately, some plates may smash. Some plates may smash from that guy spinning the plates. Sometimes relationships may fail. Sometimes things will fall off. But do you know what that guy normally does? He goes and gets another plate and starts all over again. So if we maybe haven't prioritized and have failed when it comes to relationships, when it comes to even family, then we can always rebuild. The plate smashed to pieces and he'll have to put that in the bin and start again. But that's the wonderful thing about us humans. We are resilient and we can start again. But primarily we're looking at balancing life, prioritizing your well-being It's about you being balanced. It's about us being balanced. Life is like a balancing act. But if you prioritize, if you put things into perspective, if you address all the ones that are important, focus on what's more important, say no, then you can keep those plates balanced and keep going. And that's my thing for you. It's just a matter of keep on going, but making sure as well that within that prioritizing, that we put ourselves in that equation, because there's nothing worse than someone being burned out, not being able to do what they meant to do because we've just tried to spin too many plates. I am Natasha John-Baptiste, life coach, mentor, peer mentor, and I'm here for you, beautiful one. Take care.